Devolution Commission proposal that said it wants to maintain the minor formula. It says something different in Wales, and so it's not altogether clear what the transition will be. Very little said by the Conservatives on this. So what happens to that? Because that could have, if that's re-examined and under review, that could have an implication for the amount of the fiscal transfer that comes from the Treasury to the Scottish Government. So yes, there would be potentially a devolution of income tax powers, but that could also mean a diminution of the rest of the money.
Jim Gallagher?
This is an important point that Nicola raises. And what we've seen is that in 2016, the Scottish Parliament is going to get some new tax powers. It's going to get power over income tax. And there will have to be an adjustment to the block grant to take account of that. And what the present government, and indeed the previous government, agreed was that the way to do that was to retain the farmer formula and make an allowance for the amount of income tax that's going to come through the door. And I think that's almost certain to be the way that any future devolution will be dealt with as well. As Nicola says, the Labour Party is committed to the farmer formula, and actually, and quite to my surprise perhaps, I find that the Conservative Party are saying they have no plans to change it either.
Okay. Keep your calls coming in, 0500 92 95 00. I'll be going and reading out the text very soon, but let's go back to the phone lines and speak to Hugh, who's on the line now. Hugh, good morning. Hi Hugh, can you hear me? Okay, we seem to have a problem with you. Let's go to John in Aberdeen. John, good morning.
Morning, William.
Good morning. What was your question?
Well, I had two points. The first one was following on from something you said earlier on about the pension thing.
You're not expecting any fire alarms, so if you hear one, then please follow me. I will make a dash for it. Seriously, the exits are clearly marked, and in the likely event of an alarm sounding, please exit the building quickly and safely. Really important. Also, please do put your mobiles on silent. We are more than happy for you to tweet your way through the event. In fact, just one to the collection. And if you are tweeting about the event, then please use the hashtag 100 more on that later though. So, why are we here today? And why is it me standing up here? You will see that I have never been in River City, I've never been in Taggart, and I've never been in that theatre. I'm really not honest. I'm just an ordinary mum from Clydebank who's campaigning for Scotland to stay in the UK. I'd like to put you song on the screen behind me when we started the event. I know the majority of people in this room. I know the majority of people in Scotland. I'm a Better Together activist. I know that sometimes we're not as loud as the people that are campaigning for independence. I know that we don't spend every day shouting at people on social media or at debates. We are just everyday Scottish people who believe that the best future for Scotland is as part of the UK. Many of the 250 or so groups that we have are here with us today, and we all welcome them. I heard someone recently describe our campaign as the silent majority. Well, we certainly are the majority, and anyone who knows me knows I am anything but silent. And over the next 100 days, our job is to make sure that everyone hears what we have to say. So what is my story, and why am I involved in the campaign? I'm standing here because of my daughters. 7 years ago, I gave birth to two beautiful twin girls, Holly and Katie. Unfortunately, my pregnancy didn't go to plan, and the twins decided to arrive through early. With a massive complications after birth, and unfortunately, Katie suffered severe brain damage. The complications were so bad, we didn't know if she would make it. It was just the most awful time, and any parent knows that the most helpless feeling that you can ever have is when your child is sick and there is nothing that you can do about it to help them. Thanks to our doctors and nurses of the NHS, Katie did pull through, but the damage to her little brain she suffered at childbirth meant that she was left unable to walk, talk, or even swallow food. It means that she requires 24-hour care, that myself and my partner Derek have to do everything for her. But she is our little girl, and whatever she needs, then that is what we do. I decided to get involved with Better Together because I wanted to make sure that our NHS remains the best in the world. I know that our health service is controlled by the Scottish Parliament, but only a fool would think that there is not an enormous advantage of being part of the bigger UK when it comes to funding and providing our specialist care. I want to protect that, so whatever spare time I have, which admittedly is not a lot, and to spend campaigning, it makes me feel so proud to know that I am playing my part. I'm doing it for my country, I'm doing it for my children, but I'm doing it for Holly and Katie's future.
My name is Alison.
I wanted to be here today because the next 100 days is going to decide the future of our country and my future within it. My lifetime has already seen a huge amount of change, and constantly changing and evolving world isn't something that faces me. I was born the year that Amazon.com first opened for business. When I was 2, the world was introduced to Google. The year I started university, the Scottish Parliament met for the very first time, and when I started primary 1, the EU only had 15 member countries. Today they have 28. I've seen Scotland grow constantly in competence, and I've watched countries come closer together, not breaking apart. At school, we were always encouraged to think big. We were told there's a world of opportunity out there for us, and I had every right to take full advantage of every single opportunity. In September, I'll be moving to Edinburgh to study German linguistics, and I plan on taking advantage of everything the world has to offer to me. That's opportunities without borders and boundaries and restrictions. Independent referendum, the first time in my entire life, I was told I have to think smaller. I need to limit my ambitions and narrow my horizons. And the idea that people are different simply because of where they're born or where they happen to be living now is just plain silly to me. I want to say English, my dad is Scottish, my brother's working in London and I live in Bishopbriggs. But we're a family and we cannot and will not be divided. That's why I'm saying no thanks to separation, and I know I'm not alone. In an opinion poll taken last week, 2/3 of teenage voters said they were also saying no thanks to separation in exactly 100 days, and that comes from no thanks to me. To us, nationalism feels unnecessary and old-fashioned, like dial-up internet and septic and landline. I want everyone that's supposed to be referendum not just think about their own lives, but think about the lives of future generations of Scotland. Please stop and think, will your vote limit my opportunities? And remember that in the referendum there will be no going back. So let's not go backwards. We're better together and we can't have the best of both worlds. Thank you. Now I'd love to introduce to you Alison Harlan.
The decision we will take in September is one which we cannot get wrong or arrive at on the basis of any false prospectus. In general elections, the pendulum can swing both ways, and over the span of time a balance is reached and progress is made. But in the case of this referendum, there is no pendulum offer, only a one-way ticket which would be irreversible. The opportunity to think again would not arise. Now, separatism boasts that it only has to go once, and we must ensure that the boast does not prevail. My essential message today is this: whatever our problems and challenges in Scotland, breaking up our small island into separate states is not the answer. I believe profoundly that it's in Scotland's best interest to remain as part of the United Kingdom with a strong Scottish Parliament in Edinburgh. That is the best of both worlds that we will offer on September the 18th. That will allow more decisions taken here in Scotland, backed up by the strength, security and stability of the United Kingdom. My family roots stretch from the Hebrides to the Scottish borders. I've lived most of my life in Edinburgh, but like all of us, I carry multiple identities without giving it a second thought. I'm passionately proud to be Scottish, but I'm also proud to be British too. I don't need to choose between the two. But because of it, that I believe profoundly that it's in Scotland's best interest to remain as part of the United Kingdom. And let us never yield 1 inch to the suggestion that this is somehow an auction of patriotism in which the nationalists are the highest bidders. Nobody questions the sincerity of their opinions, and they should not question ours. Small island into separate states. Rather, it is the best of both worlds that we offer. The security of a big state and the diversity of a small nation. It's a combination which works and should not be given up lightly. No is not a negative when the proposition you're rejecting is the one that would damage the country you love. There is nothing more negative than saying you want to break up your country, divide yourself from your neighbours, work alone, not work together. The choice is to unite around a better vision for Scotland or to divide, to work together for our practical benefit or to divide out of dogma. For me, the Saltire inspires, for the nationalists, the Saltire blinds, and it blinds them for what is in Scotland's best interests. You know, you can divide because some are not Scots, or you can unite because we are Scots. One expert witness after another bears the same testimony that we would have more debt, higher taxes, deeper cuts if the ambitions of nationalism were to be met. Every substantial sector of the Scottish economy sends the same message, that we are so closely integrated into the wider British economy that it would be folly to try and disengage the two. That is a prospect to which we say no thanks. Scotland's economy has huge strengths. We have world-class centres of academic and scientific research. Our engineering skills are truly world-class. Our financial services sector flourishes. Our creative industries are at the cutting edge. It is an indisputable matter of fact and history that all of these have developed and flourished in Scotland as part of the United Kingdom. Shared resources, shared supply chains, shared markets, and shared identities. Divide and disrupt these strengths, and there will be a very different picture of prospects. To that we say, no thanks. Crucially, there are no satisfactory answers from the nationalists on the currency we will use or its value, whether to exporters or pensioners. It is to that uncertainty that we say simply, no thanks. We have no certainty on the European Union membership, though the consensus is that Scotland could be outside the EU for several years. It is to that job-destroying prospect that we say simply, no thanks. The implication of these issues are enormous. They're about jobs on a massive scale. They're about pensions and the currency that we paid it. They're about the funding of services on which we all depend, like schools, hospitals. For every count, we simply and politely say, no thanks. come up with evidence to support their goal of separation. And now, with just 100 campaigning days left, the Nationalists are running out of arguments, are running out of time. So I suspect in the remaining weeks, they will give up on the evidence and simply go for the emotion. And that is where we, the quiet but resolute majority, each have a crucial role to play. Together, in the days ahead, we must and we will meet and match them in emotion as surely as we have mastered them on evidence. The choice on September 18th will not be between Scotland and Britain. It will be a choice between two Scottish visions of Scotland's future. And something fundamental has changed in that choice since I launched our campaign 2 years ago. At that time, some of those who were still undecided saw the referendum as a choice between change and the status quo. Now, with 100 days to go, the terms of trade have changed. And with it, the ground has shifted under and against our nationalist opponents. For it's now clear that a no vote will bring more powers to Scotland within the United Kingdom. Now, all three of the Scottish parties backing a no vote have put forward broadly similar proposals for further powers. Now, there's much that divides us on other issues, but on the Constitution, the framework within which legislation is made, we are now pretty much on the same page. And that leads me logically to my 100-day pledge. I want to use these 100 days not to see Scotland divided further, but to bring together most of us in this nation around a common vision of Scotland leading the United Kingdom after the 18th of September, not Scotland leaving the United Kingdom. It is a vision that the overwhelming majority of us want. And so when voters go to the polls on September 18th, I want every voter to understand that within the United Kingdom, change and progress is coming to Scotland, underpinned by the commitments of all three parties. The choice on September 18th is now clear. It is a choice between two Scottish visions of Scotland's future. The Nationalists will be offering the negativity of Picnic separation. We are offering the guarantee of a constitutional future for Scotland, which corresponds with what the great majority of Scots want. So we must work flat out for the next 100 days on two fronts. We must, of course, expose the false assertions, risks and recklessness of the independence case. They offer a divided Scotland, divided amongst ourselves and divided from our friends. But we must also work to unite Scotland around a better future. The Scottish consensus is now, as it has ever been, of more decisions made in Scotland without losing the strength of the UK. Now, I didn't go into politics to argue endlessly about the Constitution. I want to get back to working and create a more socially just society in which there are opportunities for all. But in order to create the conditions in which these great causes can be given the priority they merit in Scotland and beyond, we must first settle the constitutional question with a firm and resounding response. And that response is no thanks. Scotland deserves the best of both worlds. That is the best future for Scotland, and that is what we offer.
That's my mention. No thanks.
355 short. No thanks. No bites at all.
That's my job opportunities. No thanks.
Well, we're coming to take a campaign back in your career. You need to stay your heart. Make your congregate plan now and make sure we say no thanks to the risk and uncertainty leaving the UK. With your help, we can win in September. With your help, we can make sure that we can have the best of both worlds to offer.
I thought I might hide it there. No, I didn't know that. No, okay then. I'll come in and find it. I don't like leaving. I kicked my water over. I don't like to leave any litter. It's just a plastic bottle. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. It's away down the next one. I'll go down and get it. Thanks anyway. Thank you, sir. Goodbye. Oh no, that's not it. It's someone else's rubbish. Ah, well. Only Chinese photographer in the world. Squeeze it past you there, please. lost.
Just thinking it best.
I might be, I think so, aye. That's okay. No worries.
Sorry, you've got that kind of business, so...
Thank you very much. No, not at all. No. I was actually looking for my mum and my gran. They came late and I haven't seen them since I came in. Yeah, I know. Well, they needed wheelchair access, so they had to stay till the end. Yeah. I would imagine they would have been wheeled in at the bottom, I think. I didn't know where the ramp was, yeah, I know. Thanks for thinking that I look like a official though, you know, I said, you know. And
I thought it was like...
It was fantastic.
Were you up on the stage?
I was in the very back, no, I was in the very back. Yeah.
How did it look from the...
It looked good, yeah.
I think it was so natural.
I thought there'd be small speakers though, I really did. I thought, you know, I thought there'd been a few more officials here. I was hoping so anyway.
I thought that was the
And he always is though, isn't he?
The girl up there who presented it,
yes.
Obviously she was fabulous.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
I was saying that, you know, your MC, the young lady... Claire, up in the stage, she was wonderful.
Brilliant, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I know. And Mum's here.
She'll be so proud of her.
I know. She's totally cool, and she'll know we have it. And she did all that stuff.
Script it.
Yeah, but I didn't make it help her.
Yeah, but
You know,
you could tell it was...
Anyway, yes. I'll try and look more scruffy next time.
Yeah, and I'll be taking the tie off very
Yeah, I had to take mine off in my pocket, it was too hot. It's like an oven in here. Well, I hope so. There doesn't seem to be much activism on the ground, though. I see a lot of people in town with the Yes campaign. You know, I don't see a lot of that together campaign. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yes, you too, sir. Take care. Okay, bye-bye.
I've got the red ones and all the bags as well. Yeah. Thanks very much for coming.
Yeah, it was okay. I'll speak to your wife. What's that? She said a good analogy. She said you described it to her in a layman's term that there's 4 people in a relationship or in a group and 3 of them leave. You know, it's quite. I wish more politicians would talk like that rather than all the figures and facts. So speak to your wife about the GDP and all this kind of facts.
I don't have something past her. I don't use it. Honestly, I don't use it because that's you people, you know.
Yep, it's a good sounding board. Anyway, take care. Thanks, buddy. Thanks very much.
No, I think you're absolutely.
Yeah, we need to do really well with this.
Can I have a bag? Yeah, thanks, buddy.
And I always say that in fact I'm born in Scotland, born again in England.
Oh, sorry, sorry. Sorry, oh, on your way.
Hello. Did you enjoy it?
It's okay. I thought there'd be more speakers though. I thought there'd be more official speakers alongside Alistair Ballard.
That's the idea. It's like getting more saying that.
Grassroots.
Aye.
And I see a man over there as well.
Oh, I did.
Aye. I told him the analogy that you told me.
Well, do you know that to me, Ellen? You should actually go on this campaign.
I'd rather speak to more normal, not normal people, but regular people than.
That's what he's trying to do because he's the local MP for Motherwell, which we still live in. You know what I mean? So he's trying to get more and more people involved, like local people and grassroots people. You know what I mean? So.
You know, my family were always Labour voters, you know, way back in the 60s, but even my ma, who's a staunch Labour voter, she's not happy with Johann Lamont. She's not happy with his head people, you know, and that's what's worrying about voting no or voting yes. It means you're just going to get now Margaret Curran and Johann Lamont. I mean, my ma was a big massive fan of John Smith and all of them, you know, the greats. And are we going to be stuck with Johann Lamont for the next 5-10 years? I mean, she doesn't represent Mama, she doesn't represent I know she is rubbish, you know. But I mean,
in fact, we were laughing because Ed Miliband, I think he had Ed Miliband community centre in Newhouse 2 weeks ago, right? And I was standing there, and one of my grandchildren got married, and Johann Lamont came in, and she was going to speak. She didn't want to speak to me until somebody said, "This is Frank's wife."
Aye, is that right? Aye.
But then somebody actually said that I turned away, and I thought I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But
did you eventually speak to her?
Well, she kind of said, "Oh, you're Frank's wife," and I said, "Aye." But I'd one of my grandchildren not married, you know what I mean? And I just didn't know it.
How did she seem then? Is she alright?
I didn't know.
You really stay?
Is it not raining? I'm going to go short behind. No, I'm going to stay. Aye, okay, aye. Frankie, did you meet this fella?
We did,
and I just gave him my analogy and he enjoyed it.
Aye.
Tell me the wrong game, isn't it?
Aye, she should be a school player.
She should be
There you go.
Aye, she should indeed. I know. Anyway, it was really nice meeting you. You take care, Frank. You take care. You take care of everybody. I've got a wee shop up the road.
Remember,
I'll see you later on, right? Take care. How are you doing?
I'm well.
Yeah, good man, good man.
You what? We're going? All right, okay.
Hello there. Did you enjoy it? Oh yeah. Did you enjoy that?
Absolutely.
I'm expecting someone like yourself to be on stage, you know, like a bit more officials than just Alistair.
No, I was just,
you know.
Once you have one other politician, you got a Labour, Tory, Liberal, either an MP or an MSP. You looked as though you were paying attention. That was progress.
I was focusing a lot.
How you doing? How you doing, sir?
I'm well, awesome, nice to meet you.
You're on the telly, so you need to focus.
What do you want me to see tomorrow? Any leafleting and what's things to do? Just go ahead tomorrow?
Yeah, 10:30 tomorrow. Lindsay Gilgay will bring stuff tomorrow.
Okay, I'm coming on tomorrow.
He's in the rain.
Oh yes.
That's what Brawley's a forte. Goodbye. See you later. Take care. Bye-bye. Out, that way? Yeah, down to the right. Seems I've got mixed up on the way in. Thanks, buddy.
I'm sorry, the official looking man's like to take a photograph of us.
Oh, yeah, of course I will.
I'm sorry. You think I wish I never met these two.
So you'll do some moves.
You ready? Yes? Excellent. No worries. You're welcome. No, oh, jeez, oh. Good stuff. No, I don't think they got in. I think the doors were closed.
Oh,
yeah.
what a shame.
Yeah, I know. My mum and my granddad were getting because the doors were closed when they got back. They gave her the wrong address. They told her it was Maryland Road, and they went down to there. That was in Govan Hill or Govan, I think it was, and that was from the actual campaign. It sent them that detail on a printout. It said Maryland Road.
Oh my God.
And they were officially told at the door it's because so many people turn up that are untoward that they give out the wrong address. I didn't know that was happening.
I mean, we certainly got told not to tell anyone to clear it with the phone.
Who told you that?
Well, it was in the email. Don't
don't.
People
That's
right.
Is it keep it QT? I don't know if they thought there might be some cyber.
That not affect the numbers?
I would have thought.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, surely those cybernats have got more better things to do than turn up here, kidding on the Renault.
I know.
You know?
Oh, well. It was very sad.
Yeah, I know.
It's sad that pure
efficiency.
They're
away for a cafe to have some lunch, yeah. But they're a wee bit annoyed because they drove a good distance to get here.
No wonder.
You know. Anyway, you take care.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry for dropping your camera.
Right,
Right, goodbye.